I need an introduction. Not exactly sure what it will be yet. Still working on editing. First video's up, so proud of myself for that one. But today, I want to start a new series. This one is called Rhetorical Recitations. So here on campus, I write for the Minnesota Republic, and I write 2 articles every 2 weeks. So not a whole lot, but I do really enjoy writing for them, and I really write about whatever I want for the most part, and I really enjoy the process. So the point of this series will be that it will be a place for me to read my articles out loud, and then in turn help me edit them, as well as helping the audience understand them better, understand the articles, because I think reading them in your head, it may not always come across the exact same way that I intended for them to come across. So the inflections in my voice and my animations, I think will help, help translate, maybe? Essentially, I want this to be a place where I can help myself edit, as well as help the audience, or whoever's reading, understand the article better. And also just as a journal of the past for my future self. I love writing, and it really helps me understand my thoughts a bit better. So that is kind of the background of why I want to start these rhetorical recitations. Additionally, I will be going to spring break soon, and I just got a haircut. Got a dirty mullet. Ah, man. I like it. For now. We'll see. Maybe not. It won't. It might not last too long, but we'll see. We'll keep it going. I'm thinking about getting maybe a crew cut afterwards. So, we'll see how that goes. Also, still getting used to talking to a camera. It's a bit weird. Hopefully I get used to it. But, without any further ado, let's get into this week's article, which is titled, Students Crave a Story. As a student here at the University of Minnesota, I feel I have an obligation to voice my comments, concerns, and questions that I have for the education system that I find myself to be a part of. I am currently in the Carlson School of Management, with my major undecided, but leaning towards marketing. So why did I choose Carlson over the other schools here? Mainly because I believe that a degree from this business school would look good, and it probably does, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. I remain undecided in my major because I have not learned anything that has made me want to pursue any of the offered majors in Carlson thus far. Maybe this is a consequence of only being 4 semesters into my college experience, but this seems to be a problem in itself. Am I the only one still uninterested? Speaking with the other students around me, especially the other young men, certainly I'm not the only one. The issue I have is that we are essentially taking high school classes again. A high school class is designed to teach you to do the things that you don't necessarily want to do. Take notes about something uninteresting, memorize a few facts and definitions, regurgitate it back onto a piece of paper once a month, and then rinse and repeat. To me, that is not education. That is repetition. That is learning that there will be undesirable tasks to complete. This is an important lesson, but I understand it very well already. My idea of higher education was one that would truly set me apart. It was not one of redundancy and memorization. It was one that would amplify and bring forth unique abilities and integrate them amongst the others around me. On the contrary, it feels like what I am consuming is constraining my mind rather than allowing it to flourish. Despite this concern, I am grateful for the opportunities that college has provided. I have met some fantastic friends and made many memories alongside them. This is what college has become nowadays. From the perspective of a business student, it is not a place where we come to learn the ways of great business owners or to learn from their mistakes and their masterpieces, but rather it is a place to build our network. My question is this, though. Why can't we have both? For example, my marketing professor owns her own business. I believe it's in the wedding industry. I know absolutely nothing about her business beyond the fact that she owns it. In her class, I have been lectured on things like the purchase decision process, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. I've been provided with the definition of each, as well as the occasional example of a company that may have used one of these tactics once. I would love a story of how all of these concepts work together, how they're implemented and maintained, how they've failed, etc. A story told with passion, in the pursuit of exploration. Instead, it is just a slideshow with the occasional meme, used as an attempt to re-engage the jaded dependents. I've continuously been asking myself if I am in the right place. Again, I'm only 2 years in, and there is certainly a lot of time for my classes to become more focused, and for my teachers to teach at the edge of their ability. However, I am unsure why this was not the case from the beginning. I love learning, but what I am currently learning is how to develop a network. As a young man, it is difficult to see the rates of other young men coming to college declining. The rates of college attendance in general are declining. Did I make the right decision, or could I have used my time more wisely in a different experience? It may not be the most beneficial to dwell on time that has passed, but the fact that I have this unconscious response to the education system makes me question its validity. I say all of this to add to the overall conversation. I would love to offer a solution to this conundrum, but it seems to be rooted in something much deeper than an education system. There is a hint of something else seeping through the cracks, and I am unsure what it really is. There is a scent of suppression of the free mind, a scent of the fine print, subconscious programming, or maybe even a faceless agenda. I could be overthinking it, but what if I'm not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So that was my most recent article, Students Crave a Story. I think the article comes off a little bit angsty and lost, but it's probably because I feel a little bit angsty and lost. I think that that's natural, being a 21-year-old in college. Everyone really has no idea what they're doing, and I'm certainly no different. I referred to my marketing professor in the article, and I would love to learn more about her company, but another issue is that won't really affect my grade. And another issue of that is, am I doing everything for a grade? And at some level I am, which doesn't feel right. I would rather be seeking actual knowledge than a grade, than a good grade. Maybe those two go hand in hand, and higher grades probably open up other doors and other opportunities that may not otherwise be attainable if I weren't to study, but it just doesn't seem right. Something feels off. So I was asking myself, what are my alternatives? What else could I do if I was not going to do this? Drop out? No, I could not drop out right now. I don't have any other better ideas. I don't have a business idea. I don't have a product I can sell. I could go find a job that could pay. Maybe I could support myself, but I don't think I can drop out. Maybe it's parents. I don't think that that's the way to go. I think I have to at least finish college and get through this, because what am I if I can't get through something difficult? So dropping out, I think, is off the table. Switch schools. I could leave Carlson, go to CLA or something like that. But I can't do it now because of the study abroad program that I applied for was through Carlson. So maybe I'd have to talk to my advisor about that. But I'm pretty sure I can't do that now. And like I said, Carlson degree looks good. Another alternative, I could just grind it out. Finish it out through Carlson, get my business degree, row the boat. and it looks like this will probably be the most likely option for me. None of the future paths will be easy. And I think the one that provides me with the most stability in the long run will be just to grind out what I'm doing right now. So, on the side though, that doesn't mean that I can't do other things like this, or write for the Republic, or work for Mixley, or work for my mom, and do all of these things, work for IFC, run for positions in the House here. I'll continue to do things like this because I think it just opens opportunities, opens doors that otherwise wouldn't have been there. So that's why I want to keep doing things like this. This is something a little bit more personal, and hopefully, maybe, if I keep doing it, it'll open another door for me. And this filming, editing, talking to a camera, speaking my mind type of industry, whatever that may be, podcasts. I'd love to do a podcast. At this point, I think I'm still really developing my filming style and the niche of my content and like what I want my channel to be. It's just very whimsical and not very structured quite yet. I'm just kind of filming what I want to film, and maybe that's exactly how I'll continue to do it for a while. And I think that that's probably the best option for me. I feel like I've never really put 100% of my effort into one thing. I'm spread thin, I suppose. Maybe I'm not working hard enough. Could be the case. I think I'm working pretty hard. Spread thin. I think next year maybe I'll try to be a bit more focused on fewer things. Maybe gym, school, YouTube. For the meantime, I think I'll probably keep doing this series. Phone just ran out of storage, but cleared it up. I was saying in the last part of the last video that I want to keep doing this, essentially. Push myself, do things that may not be easy. I think I'll probably grind out Carlson as of right now, unless it gets truly unbearable, and then keep doing YouTube. With that, I hope you enjoyed the rhetorical recitation. If you are listening and have any comments, I would love to hear them in the comments. So, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.